different.
Class is the greatest. That's where real expansion of your mind and talents can be found. Turn on. Tune out of the rat race and its square problems. And tune in on real self-knowledge and creative power.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Jedi Brandon Kenobi, and today we're going to be talking about KRULL, one of the greatest sword and sorcery movies of all time. Now, I can't say that it's the greatest, but I can say it's one of the greatest. This movie is an instant classic. Released in 1983, produced by Ron Silverman, and directed by Peter Yates, and starring Ken Marshall as young Colwyn, which most people remember his role from Star Trek Deep Space Nine as Michael Eddington. If you love movies with great values that you can connect with, then this is the movie for you. And this movie isn't even trying to invent the wheel. This movie is basically keeping the wheel going. The director, Peter Yates, said this in an interview, and I quote, "When you go see an effect film, nobody notices who the people are. In this film, we want to notice who the people are, and we want to feel that people can come and see something really beautiful in our film." And that's exactly how I felt while watching this movie. If I only had one word to describe this movie with, it would be beautiful. The scenery is beautiful. The dialogue is beautiful. I mean, even the soundtrack is amazing. This movie has it all. And I almost forgot to mention the all-star cast. We've got Lysette Anthony playing Princess Lyssa, soon-to-be queen, fierce as fire, and just as strong-willed as Colwyn. And we also have Francesca Annis playing Widow of the Web. And another classic movie that she's in that is a favorite of mine would be Dune. And I do mean the 1984 version, the one that came out a year after this movie. And trust me, that's definitely not a slight. I enjoyed each movie, and I'm excited for Dune Part 2. And speaking of Dune, this movie even has Freddie Jones playing the old wise one, Ynir, which he also starred in Dune as Theodore Howard the Mentat. And the list just goes on. Robbie Coltrane as the character is Run, and Liam Neeson a few years before Darkman took off. And this wasn't his first Sword and Sorcery either. A few years prior, he starred in Excalibur. If this movie drew inspiration from anything, it's definitely Star Wars and Excalibur. The story of KRULL is a captivating blend of fantasy and adventure. It follows the journey of Colwyn, a brave hero, as he embarks on a quest to save the Princess Lyssa and defeat the evil beast. But the beast in KRULL is a formidable and menacing villain. Its presence adds a sense of danger and suspense to the story. The way it is portrayed creates a thrilling and memorable antagonist for the heroes to overcome. And a personal note, the way they invade this planet just reminds me of Chronicles of Riddick, the way the Necromongers invaded. The Black Fortress is a massive stronghold that serves as the main lair of the beast, a dark and forbidden place that seems to radiate evil. It's heavily guarded and almost impossible to penetrate, filled with traps and dangers at every turn. It's definitely a sight to behold in the movie. But young Colwyn stands a chance. While wielding the glaive, the most powerful weapon that exists in KRULL, which has the capability of slicing through multiple enemies and even has the ability to shoot energy projectiles. And with this weapon alone, he will be a force to be reckoned with and gives him a chance to save his world, KRULL. This is a classic action-adventure film with a captivating story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. And I forgot to mention, this movie even has a Cyclops in it. And I gotta say, the Cyclops in KRULL is such a cool character. He's a towering one-eyed creature who aids the heroes on their quest. Despite his intimidating appearance, he's actually quite friendly and helpful. Not only is he a powerful ally, but the Cyclops becomes a loyal friend to the heroes. His strength and bravery make him an essential part of the team. And this wouldn't be a Jedi review if I didn't tell you my favorite part of the movie. I think one of the coolest parts by far is when Ynir travels to the Widow of the Web and comes face to face with the giant spider protecting her lair. And with its unique world and compelling characters, the story keeps you engaged from start to finish. And I hope now I've given you some reasons why KRULL is one of the greatest sword and sorcery movies of all time. And that's all I got for KRULL. If you liked the video, much love. And if you didn't like the video, I still got love for you. But if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe, and I will always be here to bring you more movie news reviews.
Where real expansion of your mind and talents can be found. Tune out of the rat race and its square problems, and tune in on real self-knowledge and creative power.